Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, just one sec here. So I turn all the fans down in my room to keep the place cool, even though it's minus 30 bloody degrees below zero. All right. Welcome, Renegades. Just signed on to show off the new prolonged engagement photon torpedo, a very rare ship weapon that you get from the Kobayashi Maru event if you get 3 tokens. If you got your 3 tokens, go ahead and get the rest because the other weapons are pretty good too. The prolonged engagement torpedo does kinetic damage. It's a 180-degree targeting arc. You do 4,361 kinetic damage. That's 484.6 DPS with a 10% accuracy rating. You have a 20% chance to add 10 hull penetration for 8 seconds and applies 1 stack of overclocked loaders. These stacks give a weapon 1% firing cycle haste with a max of 15 stacks. There's a 9-second recharge, which a little longer than a torpedo. Torpedoes are traditionally faster, but shorter than a quantum, which is roughly 10. You compare it to this one. 6-second recharge for the Terran Task Force Photon Torpedo. 10-second recharge for the Quantum Phase. And you go down to the Phaser Torpedo, the Agony Phaser Energy Torpedo. 10-second recharge, because it's a special torpedo. Plain, out-of-the-box torpedoes. I don't know if I have another one here somewhere. Plain, out-of-the-box torpedoes, 6 seconds. So we're going to jump to Deep Space Nine for the hell of it. We're going to put a bunch of use this thing. I'm going to walk you through it and try it out. See if I can do that in 30 minutes or less. Keep my inventory for now. And if our fleet leader Becky or Eric, if you're there, let me know if you can, how smooth it is. Ooh, this purple person is nice. I suppose I should wear Renegade colors. Yes, can see it. So somebody tell me how smooth that Tellarite was doing the jumping jacks. So some people, I guess it's an unfair criticism. Some people criticize that Deep Space Nine is too crowded now that they've did show accurate measurements. So I got 100 of these. And I'm going to, for those of you that for some reason, no, not equip, upgrade item. You'll notice that there's no re-engineering because there are no extra procs. It's just plain extra. So kind of dumb. So we'll do a superior projectile just to start. 1 and 2, just to get the ball rolling. Now we see 4% current. Now we're 40% up to 13. Bang, bang, boom. Let's do this again. Is it an upgrade weekend? Because as you can see, the chance of quality improvement culture to upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's look at... Right now we have accuracy and damage times 2 for tactical. Damage is really nice, because once you hit attack pattern alpha, it multiplies it. If you're... And everyone else, all the other phaser builds on the Renegades, my Renegades, that would be my science, both temporal and quote regular. Got about 6 feds that run phaser builds. The tactical guys will have primarily damage, and I will re-engineer the photon torpedoes if possible. I'm going to see if you can re-engineer it. Crit D times 3 is pretty good for that's crit severity. Really great for science if you've got the science ultimate where you have like 50%, at least 50% critical chance right away. Crit D is pretty good for engineers too, because basically you're just firing long enough to you're balancing enough power to keep it going. A lot of people are switching to not a lot, but the science where it's you want to have one heavy hitting torpedo, you crowd everybody, you crowd control, you scatter everybody, whatever wizard you want to do. But in general, go with what your career is strong in. And for tactical, damage dealing. So damage. Accuracy, not so much outside PvP, and it's one of the first things I get rid of. So let's keep throwing these Phoenix away. And later on, when I get this, when we do the anniversary event in next week in like 4 days, use the Omegas first, and then use your Phoenixes. The Omegas drastically increase the chance of upgrading your rarity, and then your Phoenix is just basically free upgrades, just bam, 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 dropping it. So I'm going to fritter away quite a bit. Right, see here, now we're at. Now look carefully at this is the gold version, right? The epic version, prolonged engagement, photon torpedo, Mark 15, question mark, times 5. 5 random procs. Usually it's accuracy and damage in general. It could be completely different. Now we've got accuracy, damage times 3. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. And you right click your weapon. Oh shucks and golly. You can't re-engineer this. Which is fine because I've got accuracy and damage times 3, and it's perfectly alright, perfectly fine. There's no one way to do this. There's some generally accepted rules that so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Terran Task Force weaponry. As you can see, it's all at pretty purple, ultra rare. And if you look carefully, set 3 is lit up, secondary torpedoes. Let's go to details while we're at it. 2-minute recharge. To yourself for 20 seconds, launching a torpedo launches an additional basic torpedo of similar type on impact. Destructible torpedoes and devices launch an additional basic torpedo after 2 seconds. So if you have the trilithium enhanced tricobalt, it would fire basic torpedoes, which is probably, I think they mean a basic photon torpedo. Now because sacrilege, he's running 2 torpedoes up front. Thanks to listening to mostly Odin Knight, a couple of his apprentices, shall I say, a couple of students. What's happening here is shield killing stuff goes first, then the phaser, then the shield killing torpedo, and then the prolonged engagement torpedo. So the prolonged engagement weapons fire, and then these 2 fire. They're not going to cost any energy. This will, because it's trilithium enhanced, and you can see it. I've got the two piece. You see where set 3 is not lit up? I don't have the console. I don't have the room. Reinforced armaments. I do not have the Tricobalt launcher. I have the console, sorry. I don't have the Tricobalt. I do have it on one of my temporal builds because there is actually enough room. Because I haven't got the phase on that near temporal cruiser yet. Speed tweaks: 5% firing cycle haste for energy weapons and plus 15 flight speed. Flight speed, turn rate, and haste. Great for keeping your damage up. It may not be, oh, this is the most DPS per weapon per, like, well, as I put on Facebook a while ago, that, well, not a while ago, today. The faster you're firing, the faster you fly, the faster you can bring your weapons to bear, the more consistent your damage will be, and your DPS, your average DPS, not your individual DPS, your average DPS will increase. Because the more you're hitting, the more you're fighting, the more damage you're dealing. If you do spike damage and you fire a massive amounts of damage per volley, go into hiding, come back and do another huge damage per volley. If you do that fast enough and you don't blow up, your average will work up not as well, but depending on what you use. That's why Romans, they have bonuses for critical chance, and you sneak up, pop your plasma mega, destabilize torpedo, vaporize everything on the screen, including yourself sometimes, and you escape, jump back into the fight, and you keep the damage rolling, and you spike it. Keep some of it rolling and spike it. Or like this build here, I keep a phaser damage as much as I can, and I'm going to constantly swing around. Which is why I'm not using duels, because these don't come in duels. Swing back around, these fire off, and the idea being, what I've been practicing is, as the ship curves around, these come into play, and the plan is, well, this one's keeping constant pressure, and these are in cooldown. These two weapons, the damage dealt increases, target hull decreases up to 200% damage and 25% hull. So, torpedoes are taken out a lot when you have shields. Now, I could have very easily argued putting the prolonged engagement torpedo back, but I'm going to play around with it. Maybe I'll switch it back to one Terran weapon forward, one prolonged weapon forward. What I used to do was the special phasers went back front, and I had the special torpedoes up front. Play around with it, see how you fly. See if you are more of a broadsider cruiser. If you sweep in and out, like this one's geared for swooping in and out because I got pilot going. I have, I'm just going to scoop over to here. Command officer pilot. So I'm going to pause right now and be right back. And then we'll test it out.